He's given away private islands. He's buried himself alive for 50 hours. He's recreated Squid Game with $4, 56 million on the line. And on top of running one of the biggest channels on the planet, MrBeast's real name, Jimmy Donaldson, has also built an empire out of Feastables Beast Burger and a long list of charity projects. But away from all the giveaways and record-breaking challenges, Jimmy has quietly built a car collection that's just as wild as his videos. It's not something he talks about every day, but every so often it slips into a video or a behind-the-scenes clip and fans immediately start asking questions. From a custom-wrapped Cybertruck to a six-figure Italian supercar. This is everything sitting in Jimmy's garage, ranked from number 10 all the way up to the car that easily steals the show. Stick around, because the car at number 1 is worth more than most people's houses. Number 10. Chevrolet Camaro. Every collection needs a classic muscle car, and Jimmy's Camaro is exactly that. It's the kind of car you buy when you've made it, but you still want something that feels like home. No gimmicks, no fancy doors, just raw American horsepower. Under the hood, you're looking at a V8 pushing out well over 450 horsepower, a 0 to 60 time under 4 seconds, and a top speed north of 165 miles per hour. It might be the simplest car in the garage, but simple never looked this fast, and it's the perfect warm-up before the rest of this list gets ridiculous. Number 9. Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. If the Camaro is home, the Hellcat is chaos. This car comes with a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 producing over 700 horsepower, enough to make the tires beg for mercy the second you touch the gas. It'll hit 60 miles per hour in around 3-4 seconds and top out near 199 miles per hour. Jimmy didn't just want speed, he wanted a car that sounds like a rocket launch every time he starts it. Number 8. BMW i8. Here's where things get futuristic. The i8 is a hybrid sports car that looks like it drove straight out of a sci-fi movie, with scissor doors that turn every parking lot into a red carpet the second Jimmy steps out. It pairs a turbocharged engine with an electric motor for a combined output of around 369 horsepower, hitting 60 miles per hour in about 4.2 seconds. Who says being eco-friendly can't also mean looking like $1 million? Number 7. Nissan GT-R R35, nicknamed Godzilla for a reason. This Japanese icon comes packing a twin-turbo V6 with roughly 565 horsepower, launching from 0 to 60 inches under 3 seconds. It's not the flashiest badge in the garage, but on a drag strip, it'll humble almost anything else on this list. Sometimes the quiet ones hit the hardest, and this is exactly the kind of sleeper pick that shows Jimmy actually knows his cars. Number 6. Ford Mustang R-Spec. A rare track-focused version of the Mustang GT500 built in extremely limited numbers, with a supercharged V8 producing over 800 horsepower. This thing is basically a race car with license plates. 0 to 60 comes in under 3.5 seconds, and the top speed sits around 180 miles per hour. Owning one of these isn't just about the car, it's about owning something almost nobody else has, which fits Jimmy's whole biggest and rarest mindset perfectly. Number 5. Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG, worth roughly $150,000. The G-Wagon is less about outright speed and more about pure presence. It's the car that shows up and instantly changes the energy of the parking lot, no matter what else is parked next to it. It's got a twin-turbo V8 pumping out around 577 horsepower and can hit 60 miles per hour in 4 seconds, genuinely quick for something built like a small tank. It somehow still looks like it could drive straight through a brick wall and come out the other side undamaged. It's basically the SUV equivalent of a Flex, and every car list needs at least one of these. Number 4. Tesla Model X. Because even a YouTuber worth hundreds of millions cares about sustainability sometimes. The Model X seats up to 7 people and comes with falcon wing doors that never fail to stop traffic, no matter how many times people have already seen them. It can rocket from 0 to 60 inches around 3.8 seconds, quick enough to embarrass a few sports cars on this very list, which is exactly the kind of stat that makes gearheads do a double take. It's proof you don't need gas to go fast. And for a guy who's constantly filming with a full crew, the extra seats definitely don't hurt either. Number 3. Tesla Cybertruck. This isn't just any Cybertruck. It's a custom-wrapped version that Jimmy famously unveiled at a live event, and even used in one of his real-life Squid Game videos, which is basically the most MrBeast way possible to introduce a car to the world. Stainless steel body, a bulletproof rated exterior, and a 0 to 60 time as low as 2.6 seconds depending on configuration specs that sound more like a fighter jet than a pickup truck. Whoever said trucks can't be supercars clearly hadn't seen this one yet. Because on paper this thing keeps up with cars costing 5 times as much. Number 2. Koenigsegg. Now we're getting into weight that's real. Territory. A black Koenigsegg is one of the rarest, most jaw-dropping machines in Jimmy's garage. A Swedish hypercar built in numbers so small that most car enthusiasts will never even see 1 inch person, let alone drive one. With a top speed capable of crossing 250 miles per hour and doors that open like something out of a spy movie. This is hypercar royalty, the kind of car that belongs in a museum just as much as a garage. Even Jimmy seemed a little starstruck showing this one off. And honestly, that reaction alone tells you everything about how rare this machine actually is. Number 1. Lamborghini Huracan, the crown jewel. Valued at over 230 million yuan, the Huracan runs on a screaming naturally aspirated VSE that produces 610小时 Orsa power, launching Jimmy from 0-60 in just 3.2秒1seconds. With a top speed, there is no turbo lag, no hybrid assist, just a raw high-revving Italian engine that sounds like nothing else in the entire collection. It's loud, it's Italian, and it's exactly the kind of car you'd expect to sit at number 1 inches a MrBeast's garage. Because subtlety was never really the plan. And that's the garage of one of the biggest creators on the planet. A mix of muscle, hybrid tech, and full-blown Italian and Swedish hypercars. Sitting quietly behind the scenes of a channel, built on giving things away. Whether he's giving away cars to strangers on camera or keeping a few of the best ones for himself. One thing's clear, Jimmy doesn't do anything halfway, and that applies just as much to his garage as it does to his videos. Which celebrity's garage should we break down next, Ronaldo? MrBeast's own crew, or someone else entirely? Drop it in the comments. Smash like if this blew your mind, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next.